We surround our executives with the peak of modern technology. We build sleek boardrooms, feed them infinite streams of real-time data, and equip them with predictive AI models designed to map out every possible market scenario. Yet, despite all of this computing power, 60% of strategic corporate decisions fail to achieve their intended outcomes. Globally, that failure rate burns through $2 trillion every single year. The problem is not a lack of data. The problem is that the final call on a multi-million-dollar strategy often bypasses our advanced logic centers entirely, falling straight to the amygdala and the limbic system, the primitive, reactive structures of the lizard brain. In corporate culture, this biological glitch manifests as the hippo, the highest-paid person's opinion. When faced with overwhelming complexity, objective analytics are routinely pushed aside in favor of the boss's subjective, ego-driven gut feeling. We are attempting to execute hyper-complex 21st-century corporate strategies using biological hardware originally designed for surviving the prehistoric savanna. That biological hardware has a strict limit. Cognitive psychologist George Miller proved that the human working memory can hold only about 7 items at any given time. A major corporate decision, like acquiring a competitor, entering a new market, or selecting a global software vendor, rarely involves just 7 items. These choices routinely demand the evaluation of 15 to 20 competing variables. When confronted with that volume of data, the brain crashes. Unable to juggle 20 variables, it retreats to primitive heuristics, completely shutting crucial information to find a simpler, safer answer. In 1975, a Kodak engineer invented the first digital camera. The executive team held the prototype in their hands, but evaluating the massive variables of a digital future triggered a cognitive overload. They defaulted to the safest heuristic available, protecting their existing film monopoly. They chose the familiar over the facts. Without a structured process to manage that data load, cognitive overload guarantees that the loudest voice in the room, or the most comfortable habit, will always defeat objective reality. We cannot upgrade our biology, so we have to build a cognitive exoskeleton. In the realm of decision intelligence, the strongest framework available is the Analytic Hierarchy Process, or AHP. Stripped of the academic jargon, a perfect decision is simply the act of choosing the alternative that most accurately aligns with clear, structured objectives. The first mechanical step of AHP is decomposition. Instead of trying to swallow a 20-variable problem whole, you break it down into a digestible 3-tier hierarchy: your primary goal at the top, your specific criteria in the middle, and your alternatives at the bottom. Once the problem is structured, we use pairwise comparisons. The human brain cannot accurately rank 15 things at once, but it is exceptionally good at comparing exactly 2 things at a time. We force executives into these one-on-one choices. Is time to market more important than security? If so, by exactly how much? By isolating these variables, we trap the lizard brain, making it impossible for a leader to hide behind vague gut feelings. This structured breakdown forces a team to mathematically quantify their true trade-offs. Subjective debate is permanently replaced by objective measurement. We then bring AI into the framework to scan the broader market context for blind spots, ensuring that the criteria hierarchy itself is completely objective before anyone starts scoring. During the synthesis phase, the system checks the actual math of human logic. If a leader votes that A is better than B and B is better than C, but then claims C is better than A, the system flags the consistency ratio. It catches the exact moment a gut instinct mathematically contradicts itself. This mechanical synthesis strips away personal bias and office politics, delivering a bulletproof, mathematically validated foundation for the final choice. The dynamic in the boardroom shifts. The data-backed evidence trail replaces the dominance of the hippo, with a quantified, audit-proof confidence score that shows exactly why one option outranks another. Subjective, ego-driven office politics dissolve when a team is faced with undeniable, data-driven consensus. Teams stop debating what to do and start aligning on why they are doing it. The corporate decision-making process is no longer a test of executive authority. It is a pure function of transparent math and aligned strategy. That massive $2 trillion annual loss accounts for unbuilt factories, stalled medical research, and inefficient energy grids. The word economy shares its root with ecology, eco, which means the sustainable, intelligent management of our shared home. When the high-impact organizations responsible for these sectors replace power-driven reactions with structured wisdom, they finally direct their capital and talent where it delivers the highest social and financial return. Curing the corporate world of gut-feel gambling isn't just about saving profit margins. A wiser world begins with better thinking.